Hi everyone! Today in writing, our learning challenge is I can plan my writing. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing a story map of the Funnybones story, except we aren't going to be writing the normal Funnybones story, we're going to be changing it slightly so it's like the Funnybones story is happening in Beeston, okay? So we are going to draw a picture of the things that are going to happen in the story, and when we do our writing tomorrow, the picture that we draw today is going to act as our plan. It's going to help us remember what to write. So tomorrow we'll be writing a version of the Funnybones story as if it's happening in Beeston, and today we are going to plan it by drawing some pictures. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw our story path. The beginning is going to be at the top. The middle is going to be in the middle of our page, and the end is going to be right down here at the bottom, okay? So I'm going to draw a big swirl down my page, like that, and I'm going to draw the things that happen at the beginning up here near the beginning of the path. The things that happen in the middle of the story are going to go here in the middle, and the things that happen in the end of the story are going to go at the end. So first, I need to think about what's going to happen at the beginning of my Funnybones story. And I know that at the beginning of the story, the two skeletons live in the house, and they live in the dark, dark cellar, don't they? And then after that, they are deciding what to do, and they decide to take the dog for a walk. So my first picture is going to be a picture of the house. And this is right at the beginning of the story, so it goes right at the beginning of my story map. And I might show that the house is really, really dark. I'm going to draw the moon and some stars around it, and I might also draw some clouds and some windows on my houses, like that. So there is a dark, dark house, and two skeletons live there. So next to it, I'm going to draw some skeletons, like this. And there's one skeleton, and then I'm going to draw another skeleton next to it. I've got two skeletons, and I might also draw a little dog skeleton as well. He's there, and then he's got some bones for legs, a bone for a body, and a little bony tail as well. Okay, so at the beginning of my story, I've got the dark, dark house, I've got the two skeletons living there, and the dog. Okay, this is the first thing that happens. Next, I'm going to draw this a little bit further down my path. They are going up the stairs and out the door, sort of like the picture that we drew yesterday to clarify that they went outside. They went up the dark, dark staircase from the dark, dark cellar, and they go outside the door here, and they go for a walk. I'm going to draw my skeletons again, and they are going to go for a walk outside. And they might have their dog on a lead, maybe. Okay, so the first thing that happens is there is a dark, dark house, and inside the dark, dark house there are two skeletons and a dog living. And then one night they decide to go up the staircase from the cellar, out of the door, and they go for a walk. The next thing that happens is going to change slightly from the Funnybones story, because they, instead of going past, maybe you could let them go past the zoo and the shops and the houses and the police station like they do in the Funnybones story, or you could switch up the places that they go past to make it like Beeston. So I'm going to do a Beeston version. So instead of just going past the shops, I know there's a Tesco in Beeston, which is a really big shop. So I'm going to draw a really big shop here, and I'm going to label it Tesco, and draw a little door. And the first place they are going to walk past is the Tesco. Now I need to think about where they're going to walk past next. And I know that in Beeston there is the Bee Man. And if you know what the Bee Man statue looks like, you can draw it. He is a man and he's sat on a bench like this. And he has some little bees flying around his bench around him like this. And he also has a little beehive. And there are my bees. There's the Bee Man statue. So they are going for a walk, they're going past the Tesco, and then they're going past the Bee Man statue. After they've gone past the Bee Man statue, oh, they could go past the tram. So I'm going to try my best at drawing what the tram looks like. This is kind of the tram, and it has a big thing there. Some wires that it holds on to, and then there's the driver, and then there's some windows here and some people on the tram. So they've gone past the Tesco, past the Bee Man, past the tram, and they could also go past the school. And they could definitely go past the school. And I could draw some play equipment outside, like a balance beam and a slide. They could go past the school, and one more place in Beeston that they could go past that we wrote about yesterday is the golf club. So I'm going to draw a picture of some people, and they've got a little stick and the ball, and they're playing golf together because the skeletons are going past the golf club. Okay, so this is our story. We've started off in the dark house, and there are two skeletons and a skeleton dog living there. One night they decided to go out for a walk. They went past the Tesco, they went past the Bee Man, they went past the tram, and they went past the school, they went past the golf club. And then we can use the same ending of the story as in Funnybones. They're going to frighten each other. And they're going to frighten each other. That one's saying boo. This one is saying ah, because he's a bit scared, he's being frightened. They're going to frighten each other, and they frighten each other all the way home. And then I'm going to draw the house again, because they frighten each other all the way home, and it's still quite a dark night with some stars and some clouds. Okay, so what I have done today, Year 1, is I have drawn a plan for my writing, because all of these pictures, if I follow them in order tomorrow, are going to help me rewrite the story of Funnybones, but a Beeston version. So tomorrow I'm going to try and write one sentence maybe for each picture, and by the time I've finished, I'm going to have rewritten the story of Funnybones in just a Beeston version. We are not doing any writing today. All I would like you to do today is just like this, do a big S shape in the middle of your page, and then draw some pictures about the different things that are going to happen in your story. Start at the beginning, the middle ones go in the middle, and then the things that happen at the end go at the end. Okay, so we are making a story map to plan our writing of all the things that are going to happen in our story tomorrow. Have fun!